versus dead, you're on the car dealer. Just bought a demon, I'm screaming about the car dealer. Last temptation of Mike, but I'm a God figure. Tell Beelzebub that the God don't need a job, and if I did, the oligarchs would be missing the when I'm gone. This is Bonaparte, and he paying for Tucson, and they went on a world conquest. Hey, you don't need a part.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting in the AL West, the Red Sox hit 3 long balls as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 5-0. The Halos totaled 11 hits as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 3-1. The Dodgers combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 4-3. Jonathan Hernandez got win number 1 on the year, leading Texas past San Francisco 5-4. The Yankees amassed an impressive 6 home runs in the game as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 21-5. They now have 5 straight wins. The Twins allowed only 5 hits in the game as they beat the White Sox on the South Side 8-1. The Cubs launched 3 home runs as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 6-2. Salvador Perez drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs, leading the Royals to the win over the Tigers 10-0. The Blue Jays racked up 11 hits as a team as they pulverized the Braves 10-1. The New York Mets got 11 hits overall as they took down the visiting Orioles 7-4. The win was their 7th in a row. The Philadelphia Phillies went deep 4 times as they took down the Nationals in Washington 8-4. The Milwaukee Brewers picked up 14 hits in total as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 8-6. The Reds totaled 11 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 7-2. The Marlins only allowed 2 hits in the game as they got a road win against Arizona 4-1. The San Diego Padres knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 5-0. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Well, it's not quite a nor'easter, but the rain's coming down pretty good here at Fenway Park in Boston. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Oakland A's and the Boston Red Sox. Oakland attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Nate Eovaldi, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff. When he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in his last one, he threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
Elvis Andrus is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning 1-0. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
2-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And that one misses as well, so it's a poor start here this afternoon as it's a 4-pitch walk to get things going.
Batting second, the second baseman, Tony.
And now in the box, Tony Kemp. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He waits. Now the pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. 1-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Drilled down the line. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Batting third, the third baseman, Red Sox.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 6 home runs, 13 RBIs. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside corner, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of down and in.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The 3-1 pitch finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. He's at the knees and called strike 3. So first and second with 1 down, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman Matt Olson. From the belt, the pitch. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Andres on second, count at first, 1 gone. Lined into right, a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
The center fielder, number 22.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 5 homers and 16 RBIs. Set to deliver the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
And he fouls this one off. Now another 1-2. Fouled off. Another 1-2 delivery on the ground to the left side. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. D-Row, Dan, and I return to Boston after this. Jesus Luzardo, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will get this one. Spoils another one. And this is exactly what you're looking for out of your leadoff hitter. Hit to third. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Austin Slater.
Stepping in next, Austin Slater. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2. On a line, that's a base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Now the 2-0.
Yeah.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Full count, 3-2. Takes this the other way to right. And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here now is Rafael Devers, as he'll take a look at ball one. The numbers on the year, 272, 7 homers, and 23 driven in. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Lifted down the line in left.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And it's fouled away. Left side, but well fouled. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one.
This is the fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. On to the second inning now from Fenway Park. Boston's out in front, 1-0. Start of the second here in Boston. Let's check in with Heidi for a bit more on the weather.
Well, Matt, unfortunately, the rain that we're experiencing now is not expected to go away, and it's likely going to get worse. However, the umpiring crew has told me they believe the game will get in, although a delay sounds like a likely possibility.
Yeah, Heidi, and the least appreciated people in the ballpark, the grounds crew, will have some newfound fans if they can keep the playing surface playable throughout, given the conditions.
I think it is, though, Matt. You got to stay focused as a player. There could be a couple stops in this one. The tarp might get pulled. You just have to keep your focus, stay dry, and stay ready.
Mitch Moreland stands in as he looks at ball one here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Verdugo waits on it. 1 down.
Batting seven, the left fielder, number 4, Chad Pinder.
So 1 down, no one aboard. And up next, the ever-versatile Chad Pinder. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So the bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the outfielder, Stephen Piscotty. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
2 strikes.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Popped up. Gonzalez over to his right. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. So stepping in is Hunter Renfroe, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hunter
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
That's a ball.
2-0. So far this year against Southpaws, Renfroe brings a batting average just a little over the .250 mark. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. And this one catches the inside corner for strike one.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
So now into the box is Marwin Gonzalez, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there. First pitch on the way. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0 home is in there for strike one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Two and one to the Red Sox first baseman.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Renfroe on at first, nobody out. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Fouled away. This is foul right side. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Count remains full. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty's there for it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Michael Chavis.
Now at the plate, here is Michael Chavis. Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, it's probably a double play ball, but that just wasn't happening here. Good job to make sure of one, though.
Into the box, Ronaldo Hernandez. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. The set and the 1-0.
Inside, ball 2.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Too high. And it's 3-0.
He's really going to need to keep the walks down in this start. He's in danger of walking the second guy in 2 innings here.
Ready with the 3-0. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up Sean Murphy.
The catcher, Sean Murphy.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
Nice line drive to right field right there. Dan, does it concern you when you're missing middle, hard at the plate early in the game?
It does, D-Roll. This is the kind of guy that he can't get away with those kind of mistakes. He needs to work the corners up, down, in and out. And like that one right there, he has to stay out of the middle of the zone.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
On to first, and it's another double play. Already 2 of them here in the first 3 innings so far. So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Tony Kemp. First delivery to him. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's...
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. A's go quietly there. It remains 1-0. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Bottom of the 3rd now, and in to hit next, it'll be Austin Slater.
The designated hitter, Austin Slater.
First pitch of the AB now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard.
It's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway, you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. And that's a heck of a job to hold him in the single.
Here's J.D. Martinez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Slater gets his lead at first, nobody out. Hit in the air down the right field line. They'll try again, 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Laureano will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. One out, runner at first, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. As a look, now the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Piscotty on his horse. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. Two gone now. Alex Verdugo digging in now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2. So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Softly hit toward the hole, reined in. Go on to Olsen, will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Red Sox 1 and the A's nothing. All set for the start of the inning. And next, the dangerous power threat, Matt Chapman. Now here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
That's it, ball 2.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0 home.
Ball, that's out.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Let's see what they throw Olsen on a 3-1 count.
pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. There's ball 4.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your one-run lead.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. Digging in now, Ramon Laureano. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-0. Runner goes for second. Swing and a liner. And that'll get over the wall, so forget about sending the runner. It'll be second and third now with only 1 away.
Man, an unlucky break right there with the runner stealing from first. If that ball doesn't bounce over the wall for a ground rule double, he's probably going to score easily. But instead, he's forced to stay at third. Now it's going to be up to the next guy to drive him home.
Standing in now, Mitch Moreland, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
And it's fouled away. Another 0-2 home. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Olson on third. Laureano at second with 1 away. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Next, it'll be Chad Pinder, the potential tying run for him at third base. First pitch on its way as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. High and deep to right center. Chasing after it is Verdugo. And that's going to hop over the wall for a ground rule double, but it won't matter much as they'll take the lead anyway.
There's an interesting play right there. Base open, they elect to pitch to him, and what does he do? He hits a ground rule double, which forces the run from second and third to come in to score.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 0-1 offering.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the A's 2 and the Red Sox 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe.
Hunter Renfroe.
First pitch coming, here it is. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Here's the pitch. Set to deliver the 0-1.
1-1.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Gets him to swing and miss there, 3-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Piscotty is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. So here's Michael Chavis now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Count now a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Okay, if you're in this lineup right here, game on, boys. I know he's got power stuff, but if he's going to come middle of the plate, you better be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's another 1-2. And another foul ball. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Here he comes again, 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Still even at 2-2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep, and it's gone into the monster seats. A solo shot here to left, 3rd home run for him on the year, and the Red Sox have come back to knock things up at 2.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
So now to the plate, Ronaldo Hernandez. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Swing and a shot toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is in the second with a 2-out double. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the 2 teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 offering.
Nope.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Here's the 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Bounce it to the left side. Andrus fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knocks things up. We played 4, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind. So the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
John.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
They're down 1-1.
Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
The count now at 2-2. Now the pitch.
We got a full count.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front, really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat, and he puts it on the ground to second. And that's the second out. Now to the plate, here is Tony Kemp. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on the way. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
2 out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul. High in the air out to center field. Verdugo waits on it, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. A's are gone in order. Halfway home, tied 2 apiece. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and striding forward the designated hitter, Austin Slater. First pitch of the AB on its way. Swinging a soft liner, but an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning. So next to hit is J.D. Martinez. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. Pitch on the way.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
One out, nobody on. Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now it'll be Rafael Devers, 0 for 2 for him to this point. First delivery to him. Hit back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. The second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Alex Verdugo. As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Piscotty is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Into the box, Hunter Renfroe. We'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Here's the first pitch as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Comes set, the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball well outside.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Fouled away.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
The set and the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More from Boston after this. Tanner Houck takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 89, Tanner Houck.
Striding in is Matt Chapman. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Comes set with the 0-1.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
The 1-2.
No, inside.
Count remains 2-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Next to stand in is Matt Olson. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, that's a huge set-the-tone pitch right there. To a great hitter, you do not want to fall behind 1-0 and have him sitting all over a fastball or guessing what you throw next. You get ahead 0-1, and now the count's in your favor, and you and your catcher can start doing some things.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Next, it'll be Ramon Laureano. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's set and the pitch.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Now the A's designated hitter, Mitch Moreland. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No, that's down.
The 1-0 home. Chopped toward the second baseman. Scooped up. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. The A's strand 1. Home half of the 6th inning coming up. Deadlocked at 2 apiece. Lou Trevino enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 62, Lou Trevino.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Marwin Gonzalez.
The first baseman, Marwin Gonzalez.
From the stretch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Count. Here it is. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
I can't tell you how big a pitch the last one was. The difference between 3-1 and 2-2. 2-2, you're probably taking a turn for the dugout.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
fouls this one off. Payoff pitch one more time. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Michael Chavis. Fouled off. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And there's ball 1.
Ball 2.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And it's another king. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box now, Ronaldo Hernandez. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Fouled away.
Oh, the old classic 2-strike. Let's throw the fastball right down the middle. Not in this game. Gotta believe you gotta work the corners a little bit more. Fastball command is paramount at this level.
2-2 the count. Heading out towards shallow right. Piscotty's there for it. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. And that brings up Chad Pinder. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Chad.
Now here's the first offering. As he sends it on the ground to first. Gonzalez is there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, right fielder.
Next to hit is Stephen Piscotty, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
At the ball.
Now the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
In at the plate is Sean Murphy.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Grounded down the third baseline. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. Here's Elvis Andrus now, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. He's right there. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. They'll get up and stretch here at Fenway, and we are tied 2-2. Sergio Romo will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th.
Number 54, Sergio Romo.
Ready now is Xander Bogaerts. Head-to-head numbers against Sergio Romo. He's a .333 hitter. First offering on its way, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. 2-1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
So a full count now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Too high. 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box, J.D. Martinez. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Heading after it is Piscotty, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
When you play in this park where the fences are shorter, this is going to happen more often than any other ballparks.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Digging in will be Alex Verdugo. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
This is a tough spot in the game right here, but when you're a veteran pitcher and you've seen these kind of situations throughout your career, you step back, you make quality pitches, and you trust you'll wiggle your way out of it.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 3-0 pitch finds the zone, strike 1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Bogarts, the runner at third. Martinez over at second. Devers is over at first with 1 away. Fouled off. On the ground is short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Darwinzon Hernandez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 63.
Ready to begin the 8th, and striding toward the plate to hit next, Tony Kemp.
Leading off to the left.
First pitch of the AB now.
Ball,
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp. 1-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 1-2. It's a fastball that misses. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
The 2-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
He's set. The 3-0 offering. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. So that's the 2nd walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. At the plate, Ramon Laureano. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. 3-0 now. Mitch Moreland would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Three balls, no strikes. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Now at the plate, Mitch Moreland. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set. Here it comes. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
The 1-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
The 2-0 pitch. Line drive to center field. Verdugo's got it, and with it, the inning is over. A's strand a couple. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2.
Is this redemption for my soul?
Seth Brown will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 15.
Yusmeiro Petit is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 36, Yusmeiro Petit.
So now to the plate, Hunter Renfroe. No hits to this point.
For the Red Sox, the right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
First offering on its way.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. The pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch. You can see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Marwin Gonzalez comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now some action in that Oakland bullpen as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there. One 1-0 pitch on the way.
Hey! 1-1.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. All even now, 2-2. One out, nobody on. Full count now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Good swing just a little early, and they'll see another payoff pitch.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Fouled away.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Now back, second baseman.
Now time is called called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. So a runner at first now with one away, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate. Has a look, now the pitch. Hot shot down the line. But this gets foul, it's 0-1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if he triples up on it right here. He's got back-to-back out-in-front swings on this guy. Let's see if he bounces one right in front of the plate.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are two away now.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
To the plate now, Ronaldo Hernandez. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Fastball called for strike 2. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this.
So I ain't saving you, but clean the house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what I'm about. Excuse me, miss, like what's your name? How about we just...
Matt Andriese will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Bobby Dahlbeck is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. All set to start the 9th in this one, and up next the ever versatile Chad Pinder. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Slow grounder to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Faced Matt Andriese previously. He's 0 for 4. First pitch on the way. High and deep to right. Racing back, the right fielder still going back. It's out of here, and they've taken the lead in the 9th. Santa Maria. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. As they've taken the lead, it's now 3-2.
Hey, with one swing of the bat, that closer better get ready. He's going to be doing some work in the bottom half of this inning.
Stepping in now, Sean Murphy. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Verdugo waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And now, Elvis Andrus. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
Here's the 1-2. Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside. This is popped up. Dahlbeck is there, and the side is retired. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. Last chance now coming up for the Red Sox. It's 3-2 Oakland.
I get it, I'm good. You dig it? Squad hustle like I relay.
Trevor Rosenthal takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Trevor Rosenthal.
Now at the plate is Xander Bogaerts. Singled last time up.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
First offering.
That's a ball.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
2 balls and no strikes for Bogaerts.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
The 3-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. Line toward right center. And it's a base hit. And just like that, the potential tying run is aboard here to start the home half of the night.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Standing in now, Austin Slater. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1. Bogaerts aboard here at first with nobody out. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. And that's out number 1. stepping in is J.D. Martinez. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. First pitch on its way. Runner at second here with one man out. And that's right there, and we're even at one.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Rafael Devers the next to bat, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. In there, 1-1.
Now this is a perfect example of why this manager feels so confident going to this beast in the 9th right here. He is throwing absolute thunder right here, pumped up, and looks the part.
Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over. A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Oakland came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Yusmeiro Petit earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Trevor Rosenthal earns the save out of the bullpen, his 9th of the year. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First, for the victorious Athletics, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Red Sox, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Our Fenway Park paid attendance this afternoon, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely.